thing. So they're all brought back to the team. And you got to remember, the teams, of course, have world-class design teams, and Robert is a world-class.
Go on.
Mountain Dew taster.
I'm a professional Mountain Dew drinker.
Yep.
Literally now. I'm a professional
you are.
drinker.
So obviously to unlock
Reaper is awesome.
To get, you don't have all these unlocked necessarily
From
in
day
single
one.
player until you level up.
No.
How do you get the unlock tokens that you use to buy or to unlock, additional parts of the assault package, the recon package?
You get them as you rank up your character. So it's just as you would be awarded a perk or anything else, you naturally, as you progress, will unlock more tokens to balance it out. But did he choose Recon? Are you using Reaper? Reaper is awesome. So Reaper is basically, I don't know if we've seen it in game yet, but it similar to the Predator missile, but you stay in the plane. So where a Predator, you are one missile and you start as it's being controlled, or
that's cool too.
And you fire it. The Reaper, you have multiple missiles and you can guide it with you can laze the target as it's flying. So you can fire it and change its trajectory with your cursor, which is awesome for chasing guys down. And you have a nice zoom effect.
Twitter user TheMambo116 asks, how are guns acquired in multiplayer? Can the player choose what gun to unlock next?
No.
It's very similar to what the system's been before, which is
in Modern Warfare 2, yeah. In Black Ops, you had a currency system, so you could
so you
buy.
did get to buy.
Where in Modern Warfare 2, and that's the style that we use, is you progressively unlock things naturally.
How do you guys determine how do you figure out what level makes sense for, gun X versus gun Y? The level 4, I get this gun and this type of grenade, versus, why then?
It's a lot of different stuff, because one thing is you're not always necessarily unlocking something better, because I would never say the weapons available to you at level 1 are better than the weapons you're going to get at max level. It's about unlocking different styles of weapons. So, the weapons you get on early on they're very straightforward, they're very simple weapons, and it's about the variety of weapons. And then as you rank up, it's all about just giving you something new that gives you a different style of variety.
Remember, you can delete your questions on the Twitter, at the Twitter you see on the bottom of the screen right now with the hashtag Modern Warfare 3. Right now we're playing Kill Confirmed, so if you have any Kill Confirmed, which is a new mode in Modern Warfare 3 specific questions, we got Glenn here from Sledgehammer and Robert from Infinity Ward ready to hopefully field your questions. So here we are. Oh man, that's a new, right there we just saw him throw out
a Bouncing Betty.
A Bouncing Betty. That's new to
Modern Warfare,
yeah, to Modern Warfare. Man, those things are brutal.
Nice.
The way they work.
That was good.
Yeah, so right there is an example of, even though you shoot someone, their dog tag drops. If your teammates come and pick up the dog tag, then they don't get the point.
Yeah. That was actually a good example of greed, where the other guy was just, well, could be in the open. Did that good.
Oh man, the AA-12 or whatever.
Man, he's doing good.
That's portable radar.
So that right there gives him an area of effect where he what exactly is the portable radar?
You see the ping on the mini map. So anybody within that ping will now show up on the mini map, and it's great because you can pick up and move that piece of equipment anytime you want. So I will actually use it for two things. When I'm playing like objective or search and destroy, I will throw it on the bomb site, so I know as soon as anybody comes close to the bomb site, so I don't have to physically watch it, so I can be watching the other one. What I will also use it is if I'm running through a map, I will throw it through a window before I go into a building to see if anyone's camping in it, and then go in and pick it up on my way through the building.
He's dying to get those
tags,
right? You see them and you just want it.
The tags make you so greedy.
Right. But look at him. He's doing a good job. He's got...
Nice.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, see, but here he is using his bait.
Oh, nice.
Nice. That was the Bouncing Betty that got him right there?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was really good.
Yeah, so there you go. That's a great example of how you can lure people out with those tags. Yeah, this is actually a really great mode for Kill Confirmed too, just because there are so many really focused sort of choke points, I think, that you can
There really are. This one's, all of a sudden you're in the middle of, like right here, he's in the open.
It's obviously also a very good map for a shotgun, if you know how to use it. I particularly am not accurate enough to use the shotgun. Maybe this one because it fires so fast, but...
Now, if he's really skilled, he'll be able to go back in and deny his own kill.
Yeah, I love denying your own kill.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, you actually get 250 points for that, right? For denying.
And the
your own.
numbers that we see ticking up, like, you know, when they get a kill, 50 points, 50 points, that's experience being gained towards their next level.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, it's not necessarily, it's not being thrown on like towards, you know, winning the game necessarily the same way as like
exactly.
team deathmatch.
That's your personal experience. So you get XP for killing them, and then you get more XP for confirming the kill by getting their dog tags. You also get XP if your teammate picks up their dog tag, and they'll get XP for picking it up as well. So there's no downside to ever picking up dog tags. So you're not stealing anything from your teammate. That's the most important thing in Kill Confirmed is pick up every dog tag you see, because you're either denying a kill or confirming a kill for your team, and you're both getting XP for it. And then obviously you get more XP if you deny your own kill, and then obviously for all the other stuff, avenging deaths, getting assists, all that stuff gives you XP. We reward you for any action you do well.
If you can confirm your own kill.
So Twitter user ArrowGrunt asks, how did you modify the blast radius of the explosives, if you modified them at all? I think we talked that a little bit about the noob tube, obviously.
The damage has been decreased, blast radius slightly.
Do we do it with grenades at all?
Explosives as a whole have been rebalanced.
Yeah.
To make them not, you know.
Probably.
It's stuff you hear, you know, whether you're playing it and feeling it yourself, or you know, keep hearing about it, right? With this many people who play the game.
Yeah, I imagine it's again, the explosive tweaks are some of those more fine things that most people probably won't notice too dramatically outside of things like the infamous noob tube. But like grenades and stuff, like, you know, as long as they're still grenades, I imagine the tweaks are so
you see,
seemingly minor.
I mean, it's, you know, pulling in the...
So you see now he's scrolling through what kill streak he wants to call in now, because now you have the ability to use the D-pad. So if you have multiples on lock, you can use your D-pad to choose which one you're calling in first.
Because on the right, since he's playing a support, he's still earning kills, ticking up and up and up, even if he dies.
So like
remote sentry is cool because even though it seems like he's support, he gets to throw down a sentry, but he has to be in the camera mode. He can't. It doesn't fire automatically.
Yes, a minute. But what this is great for, and like, so
just shoot, guy.
You think your traditional thing is like, okay, I'm going to use the remote sentry just as firepower, as suppressive support. But you can you can actually use it as situational awareness, because he has eyes on where the enemy is. So I will throw this up and use this to communicate to my teammates of like,
guys
okay,
coming around the corner.
Yeah, they're heading this way, they're going that way, they're using the flank, they're doing that. So I love a lot of these support kill streaks because they have, you know, the obvious use for them, and then the other use that you could use.
ArrowGrunt, who asked about the blast radius of explosives, is going to win one of our 4 Modern Warfare 3 PS3 controllers.
Nice.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
You'll see. So that showed a little bit of the balancing.
Yeah.
While that is a great machine gun, it gives you that situational awareness. It allows you to cover like a tight area. It doesn't last long. It's fairly weak. As you're getting shot, it goes staticky, and the bullet damage on it is nowhere near
the auto turret
as your auto turret or your weapon. So you see, this guy is obviously running with a perk. That gives him an advantage.
The Recon drone that we're seeing right now too also has a limited range. It can only go so far away from your guy before it falters, right?
It can only go so high. It can't go outside the playable map area.
Okay.
See, you're losing signal there. But it should be able to fly
pretty much
anywhere it wants in the playable area of the map. Tag him.
Nice. So another Twitter question from iPone Ponies. He says, I know, right? He says, what is your favorite aspect of the map design of Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer?
My favorite aspect of the map design of Modern Warfare 3. I think, you know, we've done a really good job of looking at how we can design maps that really discourage, you know, so many camping spots. To really focus on limiting the hot spots on a map so that, you know, it's very much focused. It's focused on keeping the gameplay very fast paced and keeping you in the fight at all times.
I like some of the, that's true. I mean, that's, I think one of the great things about these designs, but I also like some of the imagination of some of them, where you're kind of going down some stairs and you go through a tube and you may come out on a street somewhere else. Just the overall design I like the some of the verticality as well.
I was going to say, I think, like you said earlier, this one uses a lot more verticality. Where you can cross over a field of battle without going over a direct killing field by going through flanking tubes.
Yeah,
and that sort of
and I
thing.
find there's a good risk reward. There might be place that's like, okay, I got to run down this area. I'm out in the open, but at the end of it is a nice place to kind of hang out.
So for your question, iPwn Pony, it's because it led to some good discussion. You're going to win a copy of the game. Your platform of choice.
He was hanging out. Yeah.
Confirm the kills.
Yeah. I know he wants to use it as a.
Another Twitter question from Braz Knuckles says the movement speed is the movement speed of your character based on your primary or current weapon being used. So for instance, if he's using like a sniper rifle,
It's current weapon. Being
Okay, so if he pulls out a pistol, he'll run faster at that moment, even if his primary weapon is a giant machine gun.
Right. Yeah.
So that was an easy question to answer. If you want to send in your own questions, you can send them into twitter.com/IGN on the way you see below with the hashtag Modern Warfare 3. We want specifically questions that are multiplayer focused. I still have 10 copies of Modern Warfare 3 to give away, as well as 3 custom PS3 controllers. So you need to send in your good questions because we're only doing this for another 45 minutes. So
could you scroll through perks?
Only.
If you go to if you go to facebook.com/IGN and visit us, like us, do all those good things, you can enter for a chance to win a limited edition of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
They can ask other.
Xbox
Have other
360.
questions there that aren't.
Yeah, sure. They can ask. They can ask single player questions as well. Any great questions?
Well, you ask Robert anything.
Personal
You
life.
need dating
Yes.
advice?
Yes.
Robert's here to help.
I'm here to help. Could you go through like the pro
Cars.
perks? The pro perks?
You can also go to facebook.com/playing Call of
Just
Duty,
scroll
become a
through it.
fan, follow us there so that you can get a lot more Call of Duty updates from IGN. And you can also go to twitter.com/Call of Duty IGN. Follow us there to find out all the cool Call of Duty news and features that we're going to be coming by IGN. And once Modern Warfare 3 comes out.
Actually, talk to us about world travel. Robert and I just got back from 4 weeks on the road.
Was it hard or was it awesome? A combination of both.
A combination of both.
Yes.
There was a lot of awesome to it.
A lot of awesome, but 4 weeks away is tough in a row.
I love the resistance to flash and
So how exactly
Yep.
do you earn pro versions of the various perks? Obviously, in private matches, they've all been unlocked. But
Right.
is it just through using those perks? Like some perks have a direct use, right? You reload a bunch with something like a sleight of hand.
Right, yeah.
But then other ones, such
each
as,
one has a unique challenge to it.
Okay, and completing those challenges, you can earn the pro version.
We'll unlock the pro version for you. So when you can go to it and see the challenge associated with unlocking the pro. You just won't be able to see what the benefit of it until you unlock it. But obviously, if you're watching the stream, then you're getting all of them right now.
So what sort of perks are actually new perks compared to what people have seen before? I think
Assassin's new,
which allows you to be completely invisible to
Right.
UAVs and radars and all those sort of
Right.
things that might detect you.
Quick Draw's new. Quick Draw is faster, or Stalker's faster when aiming. So when you're ADS, you can do that.
There's also the one that allows you to move faster while aiming. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, Stalkers move
Stalker,
faster
okay.
while aiming. Quick Draw. Could you go back to the perks? We're showing off new perks. So you got Recon here. So Recon does, it actually will paint the target so that has splash damage. So I love this, like the moment like you throw a grenade in a room and you always get that like hit marker. So you damaged him, but you didn't kill him. And then you don't know if he jumped out the window, if he ran outside, if he's camping in there waiting for you. This will actually paint him on the mini map for you. And then the pro version will do the same thing with bullet damage. So, you always get that guy where you clip him as he's going around the corner.
But you don't know where he went.
Yeah, you don't know if he dropped the prone and he's waiting for you, if he's trying to flank you. Go down to Blind Eye. So Blind Eye, undetectable by air support and sentries. This is something like we've separated it from Assassin to help balance it out. Now, if you want to go completely stealth, you're going to have to give up to your first and your second perk slot to do it, which is the sacrifice. Extreme Conditioning is obviously back from Call of Duty 4, different from Marathon, where Marathon in MW2 was unlimited sprinting. Extreme Conditioning is just sprint for longer distances, and of course, climb obstacles faster.
Another Twitter question from
Quick Draw.
from TA Corruption. He asks, has there ever been any discussion about adding Modern Warfare 3 to the pro gaming circuit?
Yeah, I mean that was the big focus of why we did all the stuff we did with Private Match. is to give our pro players, our MLG players, our professional players who want to play competitively, the ability to completely control that, to create their own MLG playlist that they can then share with every player so everyone has the same rule sets, and they can restrict anything they want in the game. So instead of catering the mass design of the game for just the competitive players, we want to give them the ability to cater it for themselves. So they can take out anything they think is unfair, anything they think is unbalanced. They can change the rule sets of game types to make it more fitting for whatever their tournament rules are. Quick Draw is another new perk which allows you for faster aiming. This in combination with Stalker is one of my favorite things for TDM.
For your question, TA Corruption, you're going to win one of our last 10 copies of Modern Warfare 3 for the platform of your choice.
Yes,
so, another Twitter question from Scott Savino. He says, does taking down air support count towards a point streak? Like towards a kill streak? Like, you know, does that count as a kill?
Right, yeah. So you know, capping objectives, doing things like that, you know, all add up to your point streak rewards.
Here we are. Now we're going to do a headquarters match.
Nice.
Headquarters is a classic mode, but this is the one where you both fight over who gets to control it, and then once someone does, the other team has to take it from them.
Yes.
And the team that owns it does not respawn until they're either all dead or the control point's taken back.
Yeah. So see, it'll start off with a target. So both teams can see where the headquarters is going to pop up, but it cannot yet be captured. And then after a little bit, once they get there and they fight over the position, it will change to capture, and then they have the ability to actually capture it. And once they do capture it, like you said, it turns into a no respawn mode, where everyone defending will slowly be died off until the respawning attacking team takes it back.
Man, Guy is just tearing it up with his PP90 or whatever that gun is. I'm actually unfamiliar with that weapon. Is that new to the Modern Warfare franchise? I think it's called a PP90. It's the one you keep seeing pop up in the bottom.
Oh, that one, yeah. That one's new.
Yeah, it's a very interesting looking weapon. The way it pops off a whole cylinder off the bottom. It has a really cool reload animation.
It's very fast paced. Pretty powerful too.
Yeah. So, a Twitter user named COD Freak asks, how do you counter the bouncing Betty in multiplayer?
Go prone. So if you go prone, as soon as you hear that click of it jumping up, because there's a delay between it firing and getting to headshot level, as soon as you hear that sound, you go prone, you will miss all damage. So it's great because, like, you know, if you think there's bouncing Bettys, the best thing you can do is crawl in. So if you think they're, like, you know, covering like a doorway, just crawl in there and deal with it. But obviously, you know, situational is everything. So be listening to that click and then go prone. Obviously, the counter to it, the technical counter in the game is sit rep the perk, because sit rep will show you where all bouncing Bettys are laid, as well as any other enemy equipment.
COD Freak, to help you do your going prone, we're going to give you a new controller. New PS3 Modern Warfare 3 controller with brand new buttons that hopefully aren't worn out from all your time playing the other Call of Duty games. Oh man, someone's tearing it up. Actually, this is a good. Someone's actually using the Reaper right now.
So you'll see
rain destruction.
So in their view, they control this red lays on the ground, and that determines where the missile is going to go. Now the players on the ground can actually see that. So if you see your area lit up red, you know a Reaper is aiming at you, and that's your cue to, you know, get the fuck out of there or take cover.
Though, I mean, the blast radius on it's still pretty big, so...
Oh yeah, it's big. You're going to have to move quick, but...
Or get in a house, maybe, get inside a building.
If you can get underneath something, that's your cue to do it.
So the yellow that you're seeing on the screen, that just indicates that they actually are wearing a ballistic vest.
Yeah,
they have
he's wearing a
little bit
ballistic
of additional
vest,
protection. Oh man.
Nice.
Just got a little kill zone right here.
Yeah, he does.
Nice. That bouncing Betty with the radar thing seems like a great... Oh, I can't believe you didn't get that. Great combination. You know, it seems like the portable radar, I kind of wrote it off when I was playing earlier, but it seems like it's a really cool way to go, especially if you're trying to, especially something like HQ, where you're holding down a spot and you need to know when people are approaching a specific point.
Portable radar is great for putting it on bomb sites. It's great for putting it on flanking routes, so you know when they're coming up behind you. You know what path they're taking, especially in search and destroy. I use it a lot in search and destroy.
How is the like location of the headquarters determined? like where it decides to pop up? Is that based on like player location on the map at the time, or is
is.
obviously it selects from a number of pre-made ones?
Exactly. And yeah, we try to make it as balanced as possible based on where the two teams are.
Math.
Math is always the good answer.
Yeah, you'll notice once people play it a lot and they learn the predetermined locations, like the very skilled HQ players will send one player to each of those locations to try to have somebody on hand at all times. But that's when you get into the, you know, super hardcore team play. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good placement for that turret. The thermal vision is something that's always looked really great in the Modern Warfare series. I think it's like, the game already looks pretty good, but when it's in this thermal vision, it looks like almost like startlingly kind of real at times.
Yeah.
Like the AC-130 mission in particular, if you watch that, like in the old ones, compared to like actual AC-130 footage, it's pretty striking.
Here he comes, here he comes.
Oh, nice, nice. Man, I think he might be the only one holding down this point at this point.
Like, this is a great reason why you should start rolling with EMP grenades. Don't always just rely on your concussion, because concussion's great, but it's, you know, not as useful when it comes against stuff like that.
Sure, I guess people a lot of times just pick concussion because they imagine that it'll have limited use only having an MP3 one. I mean, EMP one.
Yeah, but when you're playing in objective mode, you know they're going to be using equipment a lot, because in objective modes, people are rolling with support strike packages. So EMP's a great thing to have.
So Twitter user HalalaPP asks, will there be a perk that takes out falling damage?
Yeah, I think there's it should be one of the benefits of one of the pro ones. So we lost Commando. In Modern Warfare 2, we had the Commando perk, which we removed that from Modern Warfare 3. But we kept the no falling damage on one of the pro perks.
Well, HalalaPP, you can try out that perk for yourself, the pro version, when you get a copy of the game, because you're getting a copy of your platform of choice for Modern Warfare 3. Still have 8 left, so if you want to send in your questions, you can send them to twitter.com/IGN. Right there, you see it on the bottom of the screen. Hashtag Modern Warfare 3. Taking questions about anything. Modern Warfare 3, Spec Ops, which you showed earlier, even campaign. Here with Glen Schofield from head of Sledgehammer Studios and with the
creative strategist.
Creative strategist, Robert Bowling.
Super creative strategist. That's what I'm going to add this time.
Amazing creative strategist.
Super.
So, Twitter user MattHamer16 asks, will there be any Easter eggs in multiplayer or Spec Ops like there was in Modern Warfare 2?
Yes, there are.
Gotta find them. We're not gonna tell you them because then they're not Easter eggs.
Here's who they are.
Yeah, I'll just say I did notice playing that people should go, when they're playing in the mission Underground, they should go look at these subway maps. They're very interesting.
Yeah. You could. They're interesting thanks to Legal.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Legal, for forcing us to make Easter eggs.
Are you telling me that you couldn't even use like real subway names and stuff like that? Like, are those copyrighted?
You would be surprised the things that lawyers tell you can't use.
Yeah.
Whatever. It results in some funny things, I imagine, when you have to just be like, well, fine, then we're calling it Space Station 27 or something, you know. So yeah, we don't want to give them away, but they will be there, Matt. Pure Raw J asked a question that maybe you could answer, Glenn. He asked, who composed the score for the game?
Brian Tyler. Brian is one of the top guys out of Hollywood, and he just did a fantastic job. When he came up and we talked with him, he was instantly got along with the two teams, and not only that, he's a real hardcore gamer. So we knew that we could, really talk about interactive music, and he composed it, and then he would go up and get the harmonica.
How does composing a game for Modern Warfare 3 go? Is it that he looks at a storyboard and thinks about it, or does he actually get to see like scenes from the game and be like, oh, this is what would really work?
We'll make videos and movies and send it down to him, or play it live to him, and he gets to see the the kind of gameplay, and then we also will talk to them about it. Like there might be a particular area where we'll say, this is like that scene in Black Hawk Down.
Right. It's interesting to think that you guys played these games early enough that you're playing them without any sort of music whatsoever.
Right.
That's got to be such a different experience, you know.
Well,
It's unbelievable.
You do a lot of temp, just like
Yes.
we do temp dialogue. We'll do temp music, and we'll find like scores and music that fits the tone of what we're looking for a level, and put that in so you know it's not completely silent throughout development, and then we'll use that as like a palette for the rest of it.
Sometimes we'll hum it through.
Right.
Here's someone using the
Recon juggernaut.
The Recon juggernaut, yeah, with a bullet shield.
So you see he has that radar ping coming off him because he has built-in portable radar. And then obviously he's forced with a riot
He
shield.
can beat people to death with that riot
He can beat
shield.
people. The big cons to the Recon Juggernaut, obviously, you know, you have a lot of resistance to damage, but you're slow moving, you can't go prone, you can't jump, you have a lot of restrictions on your mobility.
And eventually that shield gets pretty hard to see through as it gets damaged. Oh, nice. Punched him to death. You know, Pure Rajay, thank you for your question about who composed the score for the game. That actually led to some pretty interesting discussion. For that, you get our final PS3 controller, Modern Warfare 3 themed. Remember, if you want to enter for a chance to win our limited edition Modern Warfare 3 Xbox 360, you need to go to facebook.com/IGN, like us, become a fan, do all the good things that you do on Facebook. Jacob Tuma asks, was the UMP-45 adjusted to be not as powerful as previously?
Yes, it's more balanced with all the other weapons in the game, for sure.
I mean, it's the starting submachine gun right now, correct?
Yeah, and we typically want the starting weapons, especially the weapons we put in default classes, to be, you know, fairly competitive with everything else, because that's the weapons, like, we want you to be able to choose one of the default classes for your playstyle and have a fighting chance against anyone else in the game. That's what they're designed to be.
Yeah,
but yeah, the M45 has definitely been balanced more to the rest of the weapons in the game.
Another Twitter question from Stevie McDubs asks, he says, I like how it takes 2 perks to be completely invisible to radar. Are there any other balances like this in Modern Warfare 3?
There's a ton. I don't know any specifics I can give. Just
I mean,
like
previously there's been perks in the past that made you completely invisible, just like one perk, right?
Yeah, Ghost in Black Ops, and that's what we were looking to avoid with Modern Warfare 3, and that's the reason we separated Blind Eye and Assassin, where Assassin on itself is fairly powerful, but if you want complete stealth, you have to give up 2 of those perk slots to do it. And that's, you know, we approached everything like that, either balancing it that way or giving something a direct counter. Like, for example, you have Dead Silence that makes you completely, you know, to have silent footsteps. But then you also have Sit Rep Pro, which increases enemy footsteps. So if someone uses Sit Rep Pro, they counteract the effects of Dead Silence. And everything in the game should have a counter like that.
Nice.
Well, you can try out those perks for yourself, Stevie McDubs, because you're getting a copy of Modern Warfare 3 for your platform of choice. Remember, to win any of these prizes, though, you do need to be, you need to live in America. So, sorry. Let's see. Another Twitter user asks, his name is Into Broken. He says, with stuns and flashes, have they been changed at all? Like the effects?
The VFX?
Yeah.
Yeah, in some cases. Like I said before, we'll try and go back and look at everything and see if it needs a little tightening up. But
yeah, the big new thing with flashes and stuns now is now you have Blast Shield Pro as a perk, which actually reduces the effects of them completely, which is the first time we've ever had a perk that also impacts support grenades. Which is extremely useful for something like this, or Dom, something where you know you're going to be in a spot where you're going to get flashed always.
Yeah, speaking of domination, the team, Mike's team is dominating right now.
They are.
It's 670 to 60. Someone downstairs in our office is putting on a poor show. Yeah, again, this is a good level where you can see the verticality. There's that trench way below. Here's this raised ground over this whole valley to the right.
They're really well designed.
That was a good example of the balancing of the grenade launchers as well. Like, he was a fairly head-on hit with that, and it still only gave him a hit marker. It's a great support tool. It's great if like you know someone's capping and you want to weaken them before you get there and fire, or someone's already fired on them and you just want to finish them off.
Or maybe there's like 4 guys and you want to soften them up to have a chance against all of them.
But not great to run around as your primary, like
man.
currently doing.
UAV online.
So here's another really specific multiplayer question from Elcon88. He says, if you want to keep the game fast and action-paced, why limit marathon to a set amount of time?
It's a balancing thing. It's you know, we liked how it worked very much in extreme conditioning and how the maps are balanced out this time around. It works fairly well for Modern Warfare 2, but we you know, it still keeps it fast-paced. It just doesn't, you know, make it the be-all running first. Requires you to have a bit more strategy, especially in things like capture the flag, where Marathon was fairly, you know, fairly powerful in capture the flag in Modern Warfare 2. Where now it requires you to also have that speed, but also have you rely on fighting as well.
Elcon, you're gonna get a copy of Modern Warfare 3 for the platform of your choice. We still have 6 copies to give away in the next 20 or so minutes. So the next guy, he has a fantastic name. His name is Soviet Jive Turkey. That's his name. Yeah. Soviet Jive Turkey. Don't get it. He says, what effect does the EMP grenade...
Turkey's jive you.
He says, what effect does the EMP grenade have on kill streaks? Examples, deployable turrets, etc. Is it that it destroys them, or...?
Yeah, it'll take them out.
Okay, it doesn't just temporarily disable them.
Right. Where, you know, flash and stun have, like, effects on them, where EMP is designed to disable them.
Remember, you can tweet your questions at the Twitter you see below with the hashtag MW3. We're taking questions about anything you've seen today. Single player, multiplayer, spec ops. Right now, we're towards the tail end of a match for, sorry, I'm spacing with the headquarters.
Headquarters, right. So what's he using? XM25?
Yeah.
So see, now here, when he's aimed in, he has to mark a distance. So if he presses left on the left stick, it will mark the distance in which that grenade will be programmed to explode.
So this one explodes in the air?
Yes, based on the distance that he marks.
Yeah, so it will, if somebody's behind a something, right, it will maybe go a meter past and explode down.
So it can basically render cover ineffective.
Absolutely.
Yes, but you have to manually laze that distance in multiplayer. Something you don't have to do in single player. It's the difference between taking the same weapon that was in single player and rebalancing it so it's not overpowered in multiplayer.
Yeah, I imagine that's something that's a challenge, right? Are there many weapons that have been changed between multiplayer and single player? Because in single player, you maybe want the player to feel more empowered than you want them to.
Well, they have to check them all.
Yeah, I'd say every weapon goes through a rebalancing when it comes to multiplayer, in terms of reload speed and weapon damage and all that stuff.
So another Twitter question from, his name is I Hate to Sniper. Says, in what ways did you change sniping? And what is your opinion on quickscoping?
Quickscoping, I personally don't have a problem with quickscoping. I mean, obviously it's in Modern Warfare 3. Because it's one of those things that I'm horrible at. I see a lot of people who are horrible at it. And I've never had a problem taking out a quickscoper, personally. Like, I'm fairly good at getting around them. But, you know, sniping, the biggest change to sniping overall in Modern Warfare 3 is the options that you have. We have far more options for not only the sniper rifles available to you, but, you know, new weapon proficiencies and things you can do with the sniper rifles that we've never had before.
Can you give any examples of the sort of weapon proficiencies that you can earn as a sniper?
Weapon. I'm just gonna have Mike go tell him he's in the middle of the map. The new sniper-specific ones. You have move faster, so you can move faster as a sniper, is one of them, and then you have some of the ones that assault shares as well, like reduced kick and things like that.
Well, you're gonna hate snipers.
Can you load it?
Quickly.
Or no, sorry, his name is I Has to Sniper, so he is a sniper, is what it sounds like, not he hates. I think I was inputting my own input there because I hate snipers.
Right.
Well, hopefully I'll get to play against you, I Has to Sniper, because you're gonna get one of our last 6 copies of Modern Warfare 3 for the platform of your choice. There are still 5 to give away, so you can still send your questions. That's twitter.com/IGN, hashtag Modern Warfare 3, or MW3, sorry. Right now we're seeing the very tail end of what has been a sweeping defeat in headquarters. I mean, this is just
Clearly, you don't have HQ players there.
Yeah. I think most people in our office tend to play team deathmatch. So.
By the way, Robert said he personally signed those copies.
Oh. Wow. They're gonna get.
Hand them over.
Yeah.
Robert Bowling, creative strategist of Infinity Ward.
Bob Booty, is that what you're?
Pat Brody.
Pat Brody. That's what it looks like.
I can't say anything. My signature looks like I, freaked out with the pen in my hand for a second.
No, his looks like something. Just
Pat Brody.
So, Twitter user HomeWrecker45 says, how much of the guns and equipment are based off of real life technology? Like the guns in Modern Warfare 3?
So pretty much.
I wouldn't
say everything, but
yeah, I wouldn't say everything. Like we said, it goes back to kind of matching gameplay. But take the XM25 that we talked about before. It's pretty darn close to the way it works.
Yeah. What we will do is we'll typically try to base everything in realism, and then there's other stuff like portable radar, of things where we might take core technologies and tweak them to make them into a cool gameplay element. Or take a weapon, how it works, and tweak it so it's a little bit more balanced, even if you can't do it in real life. Like a good example of that is back in MW2, we had the AT4, which cannot lock on to air support, but in Modern Warfare 2, we made it lock on to air support because it balanced it out.
Otherwise, it was it wasn't very useful.
Yeah,
against
it was
air
an
support.
infantry weapon rather than being useful against a plane because it was way too hard.
Even the UGV, the tank is based on technology that's out there and working in the field. Now maybe the heartbeat center.
Right. Yeah. It's based on Alien.
So
Yes.
we've given away almost all of
it's
our
real.
copies of Modern Warfare 3, which you're not going to get tomorrow, by the way. Just to remind everybody, these are going to come out to you, once the game is out. You can still win, though. You can still win one of our 5 copies by sending your questions to twitter.com/IGN with the hashtag MW3. But you can also win a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 limited edition Xbox 360. It's very cool. We only have one of those to give away. That one I'm giving away if you go to facebook.com/IGN. Become a fan, like us, visit the site. I'm sure, you should do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you need another Xbox 360.
I wouldn't mind getting one of these though.
It is really cool looking. My Xbox 360 is just a plain old white one. So.
Robert's probably got 2 sitting back in his office.
Yeah,
I play against myself on both of them.
Let's see, it says Glenn's on it. That's mine.
So Bleed Blue NYC asks, are there maps like Airport in Modern Warfare 2 that restrict the use of certain packages and streaks, like the AC-130 or Predator missile? I mean, you could still use them, but I think he just means like...
Well, we have bare bones playlists which remove all kill streaks. We don't have any modes that remove specific kill streaks, but obviously you can jump in a private match and restrict anything you want. So if you
But
can
does
go
it
in
mean just by the design? And
Yeah, I think he means maybe by design. There are clearly maps where certain kill streaks won't be as useful.
if a lot of
that's
interiors
true.
and things like that.
Oh, yeah. If that's what he's saying, yeah, definitely there are some kill streaks that work better in different maps simply because of how the map is laid out. But we typically like to, how we design interiors is to have a lot of areas that have open rooftops or have holes
Glass
blown
or
in them,
something,
so that the majority of kill streaks are pretty viable across the majority of maps.
Another Twitter question from KWilo76. He says, please, for the love of God, tell me that there are some classic maps. COD 4 Modern Warfare maps, please. But maybe. The answer is maybe. Someday, maybe. It's not impossible.
Maybe someday is a great answer. But what we look at is, like, we love classic maps, but when you buy a brand new game, you're wanting all new content. You're wanting something you've never seen before. And that's what we really focused on delivering with Modern Warfare 2. And then listening to fan feedback when we start working on DLC of what they want to see more of. And every year, even when we do classic throwback maps and DLC, you'll have that audience you'll have the people who love it, and you'll have the people who complain about it because they want all new content. So it's about striking that good balance. But with Modern Warfare 3, out of the gate, we wanted to give you 16 new maps that will hopefully become new favorites for you.
Yeah, a lot of them are going to become classics.
Yeah,
some of them are great.
That's the thing. So KYLO76, you can try out the 16 new maps to satiate you until maybe someday you get some more map packs. You can do that because I'm giving you a copy of Modern Warfare 3 for the platform of your choice. There are still 4 more of them.
Woo!
We're down to our final 15 minutes or so of the live stream.
Final match.
So we need you to send in awesome questions.
I was going to tell you to make this count, Mike, but since you're using a shotgun with a heartbeat sensor, I don't have a lot of faith that you're going to make this. Oh, really? Oh, sorry. It was blurred over.
So right now he's taking a perk that allows him to take 2 weapon attachments.
Right, yeah. So he's the weapon proficiency. He's in private match, so he has everything unlocked. But in public match, once you rank up, unlock the 2 attachments proficiency, unlock the 2 attachments you want, then you can throw it on there.
Twitter user Exotic OTB asks, do you think that the ACR is the best gun in the game, or what is?
I love it.
It's one of my personal favorites. I don't think it's the best gun in the game because it's not nearly as fast as some of the other weapons. It has fairly medium damage. Every weapon has its pros and cons. It's the best for my type of gameplay.
Yeah, I really like it too.
Depending on the proficiencies you throw on it.
All right. Yeah, I don't know because
I think it's the most versatile.
I was gonna say for me,
I would say that. Yeah.
I tend to still just stick to submachine guns no matter what.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I think the ACR is the type of weapon that most players can do well with. But then there are other weapons that once you master them are better than the ACR.
So here we see someone, he's actually, Mike's actually using the specialist strike package right now, which is why as he gets kills, he's unlocking new perks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So now he has his normal perks and now he also has Recon, so he can
tag enemies
with explosives. Oh, this guy thinks he's gonna get this guy's kill streak. But what he actually dropped is an explosive decoy. Hopefully he gets it. That is my new bane of my existence.
If you can coordinate throwing that in when somebody calls in a
real one?
airdrop, well, not only a real one, but like the 5 of them, and then just throw one in the middle of there.
Yeah.
What is actually showering off these guys when they get killed, by the way?
Money?
Money.
Yeah, so that's when you get payback.
Okay.
So if you kill someone who killed you, then you get payback, which is just a visual effect.
That's just cool. I just didn't. Yeah, I was wondering that. That's an interesting visual effect to have for the game.
It actually. Well, that's a long story. It spawned from a feature we had a long time ago in MW2 that got cut.
All right, this next Twitter user has a pretty special name. His name is Scrotal Recall. And he says Scrotal
the winner.
Scrotal Recall asks, can you restock explosive ammunition with Scavenger Pro, i.e. grenades or grenade launcher attachment rounds?
Short answer is yes, but it's balanced in the way that you can only pick up stuff if that dead body had it on them. So unlike bullets, which are universal, you're always refilling your bullets, stuff like that is only refilled if that person happened to have one on them, and you only get the quantity that they had on them.
Okay, so it's very specific.
It's very specific, and that's how we balance it out so that you're not constantly getting replenished with all this new stuff.
Scrotal Recall, today for winning the internet, you get a copy of Modern Warfare 3 for the platform of your choice for having such a potentially disgusting name. And
just for that, Josh is going to sign that.
Yeah. So Twitter user Killzone13 asks, did you look at Black Ops at all to help you balance out certain aspects of Modern Warfare 3?
You take feedback from the entire franchise as a whole. So where Modern Warfare 3 is definitely built up as a sequel to Modern Warfare 2, we take feedback from the community across all the franchises, stuff they liked from previous games, stuff that they wanted to see done differently, and that's where you look at how you're going to approach things like perk balance and stuff like that.
I mean, obviously, we all played the game a few times.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually an interesting point. Are there games outside of Call of Duty, Glenn, that you and the guys at the studio kind of play as research to kind of understand how you could really take the franchise to the next level?
I don't know about games. For us, like I've said, numerous times, is our biggest competition was looking at Modern Warfare 2, and how do we do better than that? How do we make the game move forward and in ways that the fans will be really happy and proud? We'll look at big moments or things like that from movies, but and maybe dialogue and things like that from documentaries.
Is there Are there any particular movies that you could say people could keep an eye out for when they're playing Modern Warfare 3 to see if they can spot homages?
Oh, absolutely. Obviously, we've talked about Black Hawk Down. I would also, Generation Kill is a great, it's not a movie, but a great series.
Documentary, yeah.
Yeah. We even looked at the unit because the unit is about, Spec Ops guys and how they work together.
Also, this is the Escort airdrop that we were talking about.
Yeah, if you can coordinate that one. Yeah.
So this will come in, drop off care packages, and actually fire on any enemies who try to get it, if they have a line of sight. This is great because I will actually use that to call in a dom point, because it basically gives you a personal helicopter that will cover that dom point for you. And then anybody who's there is defending can take part in it.
Pay attention, everyone. You're getting free strats. Disgangulated asks, can you still blow yourself up by cooking a grenade?
Yes, of course you can.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you should never just be able to take that on the face, right?
Yeah.
It's a risk reward to it. That's why I use Simtex though, because you got that benefit of not worrying about it.
Are there any challenges around Simtex, specifically sticking people?
I think there is, yeah.
It's very hard. Still haven't done it, but it is super rewarding when I've seen people do it. And really sucks when it's good.
Challenges are the one thing.
Good point.
Challenges are the one thing in the game that I try to purposely not look at all of them, because challenges come from all over the studios, and everybody is contributing what they think is a cool idea. We try to put in as many as possible, and I never want to look at that final list because it's the one area of the game that when the game comes out, I can still be surprised and unlock challenges that I've never seen before.
Yeah, I was gonna say Modern Warfare 3 definitely seems to have more challenges than any of the previous games.
I think it's because the two teams are all putting them in there and having a good time doing it. We've named a lot of them after you.
I will say though that a lot of them aren't based on they don't seem it's not like they're arbitrary or something. It seems based on things that people are naturally doing anyway.
Oh yes,
There are a few that people probably will have to work at, killing someone with throwing knives. That takes a special person to do that one.
My favorite ones are the ones that are spawned naturally. We're playtesting at, this is cool. We're playtesting at the studio and something crazy happens.
Right, that was a really awesome. What's that called? I forget that one, but that's a really cool.
That's a strafing run.
Yeah, a strafing run from 5 attack choppers. Looks awesome.
The SAM missile going after it. Nice. Oh man, we should start cutting trailers.
So Cryogenic on Twitter asks, he says, hey Robert.
Hey, Cryogenic.
This is specific to you. I've been playing Modern Warfare 3.
Yes, you have.
And Black Ops Demolition, no, he probably means Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare.
If he doesn't.
And Black Ops Demolition, and I think he's saying Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops Demolition. And one very big problem is spawn trapping. He says, please tell me that that's fixed.
Well, I mean, there will always be moments and areas where you can hold down a team for a good amount of time if you have a good enough strategy. But there should never be an opportunity for you to hold down an entire team indefinitely. Yes.
So Cryogenic, you can try out those spawn trapping yourself because you're getting a copy of Modern Warfare 3 for the platform of your choice. There's still 2 more to give away.
Like that, you better hope you're right.
Yeah, there's still 2 more left. Very little time. So Triversity375 asks, can you set the fire rates of weapons automatic and single shot, or are they predetermined?
They're predetermined. Yeah.
Is that sort of like a specific balance issue that very calculated?
Yeah. Yeah, early on in Modern Warfare 3, that was one of the features that we've played around with, of looking at different ammo types you could use, like hollow point and stuff, as well as rate of fire changes. But it just went in a direction that we felt wasn't right for it.
Remember, if you want to win this limited edition Xbox 360 you see right here, you can go to facebook.com/IGN, become a fan, follow us, do all those good things for a chance to win it. There's only one, and it's really cool. We still have 2 copies of the game to give away, so you can remember tweet your questions to the address you see on the bottom below with the hashtag MW3. This is probably the final round of multiplayer that you will see in our Call of Duty live stream. Previously, if you want to go back and watch it, you can see...
Make it your breast, John.
So you can see some Spec Ops, you can see some single player gameplay that's exclusive to us for the first time. You can also follow IGN and more specific, our Call of Duty coverage at a couple of other places. Facebook.com/playing Call of Duty and Twitter.com/Call of Duty IGN, where you can get all kinds of updates as the game gets more expansions, more content, writing up our impressions, doing podcasts about it, etc.
Sweet.
Yeah, we do a lot about Call of Duty. So, right now, what gun is he using right now? This is the, I forget what it's called.
Type. Oh yeah, the Fad, which is awesome.
Yes, it is, and with a heartbeat sensor, I mean, and lock it down. So right now, he's actually deployed the trophy, which disables incoming enemy explosives.
Yes.
Nice.
Kill confirmed.
And if you're watching for the first time, this is a new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer mode called Kill Confirmed, where the goal is to collect dog tags and make sure that the enemies do not collect yours, because that's the only way to actually get points towards winning. It's not good enough to kill him. You got to get the tags. I could tell that was Guy. Yeah, the
Surprised because he comes leaping around the
community
corner.
manager
Throwing hand grenades.
Yes, the community manager for Sledgehammer is infamous for jumping around corners as he comes around every corner. Well, I will say it's effective. I tried doing it myself, and I cannot aim while jumping, I've discovered. So, I will say he has a unique talent. If a very frustrating one. Let's see. So, another Twitter question from Solid, I think his name's Solid Precision.
Wow.
Solid Precision asks, are there any fun weapons like a crossbow or ballistic knife in Modern Warfare 3?
We have the throwing knife, which I think is fun.
Very challenging, yes.
Yeah.
It depends what you think is fun.
I think he just means
like
I think he just means kind of quirky weapons more than anything.
Yeah.
You know, like a crossbow is kind of.
Yeah.
Who would ever use a
that's
crossbow when they have a machine gun?
Yeah. We don't really.
I don't think we.
No, we don't. We don't really focus on weapons like that.
You want a bow and arrow.
I would totally use a bow and arrow if it was 100% silent.
I wanted a football.
Sonic Precision, though, you can try out the.
Just throw a football.
You
really
can try
hard.
out the new throwing knife. Well, it's not new, but you can try out the throwing knife in Modern Warfare 3 for yourself, because you're going to get a copy of Modern Warfare 3 for the platform of your choice. We still have one more to give away, so send in your questions. Twitter.com/IGN with the hashtag MW3. We're in the final minutes of our Call of Duty live stream here, watching Mike in a very close game of Kill Confirmed. That's what I like too, is the Kill Confirmed. I very rarely see it be in my experience so far.
It's not that lopsided, yeah.
Yeah, it's you know, it can, because
anybody has a chance to pick up the.
That's what I'm saying.
tags.
Because even if you call in something like an airstrike and you wipe out a whole team, you still have to go and collect
gotta go
those
get
tags.
exactly,
In which
yeah.
case, they can use those to lure you in and get your tags.
Yeah. That's why I don't really use the assault strike package a lot in Kill Confirmed, because, like you said, what good is a helicopter going around the map getting me kills if I'm not there to confirm
Yeah, if it kills
them?
him right next to his teammate, they're just going to deny you the kill anyway.
The guy doesn't get them all because he's always leaping over them.
That is the benefit of also doing melee attacks at Kill Confirmed, is that it's an instant collect when you stab them. So, but like I said, I'm scared of using melee attacks. I generally just shoot everyone, no matter how close they are.
This is one of the game types where if you can team up with somebody where you're playing assault, so you're focused on getting kills, and then you have someone who's purely focused on speed, so he's running like machine pistols and anything that gives him faster.
Nice.
Then let him be collecting while you're mowing him down.
So even if you get the kill and don't collect the tag, you still get
You
points.
get an assist.
You get XP
Yeah.
for both him collecting the tag and for you getting the kill. So it's designed to run as a two-man team, because you will both get a benefit from it.
Yeah, I don't ever use bouncing betties, but I'm seeing them used to way too much effect. I might have to.
Yeah.
So that symbol you see when you see the explosion and there's like that little mask, that tells you that someone has a blast shield.
Yeah.
Denied kill. Mike's having a good game here. I'm sure someone downstairs is saying not nice things about him.
Yeah, Guy. He's killed Guy quite a bit.
Oh, he's behind you.
Actually, here's a good question
Nice.
from Twitter user Sofa King. His name is Sofa King Fat, and he says, "How long would it take the average player to prestige?" And I think that that's interesting, because that's not necessarily something that is easy to answer, because what does the average player mean?
Yeah.
But I will say that
I'm
one thing
cool.
I thought that was really cool when I saw Elite is that there's a prestige calculator, a level calculator. Now you can be like, from my current level to prestige, I'm only going to play X amount of hours per day with 0 double XP. How long will it take? And it tells you, no, 3 months. You know,
Yeah.
if you're going to play 8 hours a day, it could take 3 days. You know,
Yeah.
Right. So
Nice.
you know, you may not be able to. That's a hard question for anyone to answer arbitrarily without knowing the person. But there are skill calculators in Elite now to kind of help you plot out exactly how long that'll take.
Yeah, how long it will take you based on your history of play.
Yeah. Sofa King Fat, because you have an awesome, and because you asked a really good question about Aspect of Elite, I forgot that. You are getting our final copy of Modern Warfare 3 for the platform of your choice. Let's see, we got one more Twitter question at the moment. Don't Shoot says, have you considered adding an invulnerability time, say 3 seconds after spawning, that you can't take damage? Like for everybody, not necessarily as a death streak, but just as a preventative measure against spawn camping.
No, we haven't. What we did to have that same effect is the whole reason we added things like death streaks, is to give the person who is obviously getting dominated the upper hand, rather than do anything like that.
I was gonna say, the concern seems like, the thing you guys focus on more than trying to give someone invulnerability after they spawn is making sure that the spawn formula works in such a way that they don't ever get spawned with the guy directly next to them.
Yes, yeah. We do a lot of work on the spawn logic to limit the amount of danger that you're in when you're spawned, because sometimes there's crazy ass matches where it's chaos all across the map. But whenever possible, you should never spawn in front of danger.
Jason Kiswani on Twitter asks, are there any perks that block heartbeat sensors?
Hey, Jason, I know Jason.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
he asks, are there any perks that block heartbeat sensors in
the
Modern Warfare
block
3?
heartbeat sensor. Ooh, Assassin.
I think Assassin might.
Assassin should. I think Assassin's the one that does it. Jason.
Nice.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, look at this.
Mike's doing good. He might be able to bring his team back from the loss at the moment. This is gonna be a good way to close out the session, though. It's very close.
Don't choke, Mike.
Go.
I hope I don't mean to curse him. There we go.
Nice.
Nice, saving the team from behind.
Mike's good from
Oh man,
there we go.
56-57.
Come on.
It's good that we're closing out on what looks to be a great game.
Nice.
Yeah, I love how when you kill someone too on the mini map, that tag appears, as that lure, or at least so that your other teams can be aware of the fact that there's tags actually to go out there and get. Yeah.
Took the lead off guy.
Ooh, they finally taken the lead. This could be it.
To it.
Good.
Oh man, just a few kills from winning. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for them to come back in these final wins.
They can do it. The tide of kill confirmed changes quickly.
Yeah, get those denied.
Twitter user Vijay146 asks a question that's not worth answering, which is, will there be a cliffhanger at the end of Modern Warfare 3? You have to play to find out. Who wants to know if there's a cliffhanger at the end,
Or you don't have to play, just read the journal.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true if you want to find out.
Oh, here's the Reaper in action. Nice!
I'm pretty sure this Reaper is marking the end of the match.
Go.
So the Reaper obviously has a limited amount of ammo. After he fires it, you can determine the line of the missile.
Yeah, you see the ammo in the lower right. But so you control it. You can move it with your cursor. See, he's moving that red dot.
He steered it right
to
there.
Follow him. And then you can also zoom in on it.
Good job. Nice. That was a nice victory at the very end to mark it off. You're 36 and 13.
At the top. Wow.
36 and 13.
Good job.
Brought that around for his team. Quite possibly the MVP. Well,
the new internet star was born.
We've given away a lot of stuff. Remember, if you still want to have a chance to win this Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Limited Edition 360, you can go to facebook.com/IGN. Follow us, like us, do all those good things. We're going to be giving that away. Remember, all these prizes that we've won, you have to be an American to win, and we're going to be mailing these out shortly after the game releases. Remember, you can go to facebook.com/playing Call of Duty to find out all the cool Call of Duty news for IGN on Facebook. You can also go to twitter.com/Call of Duty IGN, where we'll be always updating with all the cool features that IGN's putting out. You can follow Mr. Robert Bowling here at 402. 402. And you can follow Glen Schofield at
Glen Schofield.
Very easy to remember. I'm Anthony Gallegos. For everything Modern Warfare related to Modern Warfare 3, keep it locked to IGN.com.
Thanks for having us.